Hi, how are you doing? In this video, we will answer the exercises of assignment 2 functions. Starting task 1, you're asked to add formatting to the sheet. So we may select the range here, then add borders. As for the titles here, they may be centered or aligned middle. We may change their color. Okay, if you need to maximize the size of column C, or you may double click here to make it fit to the size. I'm going to make all the numbers centered. In cell D5 here, you need to work out the total cost by multiplying the unit price by the number of units ordered. So we need to add like an Excel equation, as there is no function for multiplication or division. We're having a function for getting the total, the function sum. Equal to start the equation, then select the unit price multiplied by the number of orders here, click enter, then at the corner place your mouse, then fill handle to repeat the equation. To calculate the revenue in cell G5, we need to work out the revenue by multiplying the selling price here by the number of items sold here. So place your mouse, start the equation by typing equal, then fill handle. For the profit, we need to work it out by taking the total cost away from the revenue, meaning we're going to add a subtraction equation by getting the revenue from the total cost. So select the total cost first, then minus revenue, enter. Here we're going to select and make a borders, change the colors here to yellow. I'm gonna make the titles here in bold. In the maximum, I'm going to insert a function max, then select your range. I need the maximum profit, so I selected only numbers in the profit. Make sure do not include the maximum here. For the minimum, insert function. If you cannot see the minimum here, you may type in the search mini go, then select the profit and make sure to stop here and do not include the maximum with you, only the profit. As for the average, again insert function average and select the profit. The total will be sum. And now we're done with task 1. For task 2, again you need to add format, so I'm going to select the range here and add a borders to create a table. And from view here, I'm going to uncheck the grid line. Okay, I'm gonna make them bold and highlight them in yellow. Here we need to work out student and staff discount by multiplying the price here by the discount. In the case of student, it will be 10%. In the case of staff, it will be 25. So here, start with equal, then select the price, multiplied by the 10% and click enter. As usual, we're going to fill handle. Here we're having like 1, 2, 3, 4 errors. Why do we have errors? As we are multiplying a range here in column B with one cell اللي هي C3. Actually الكيس دي بيتقال عليها absolute reference، وهو هنا قايل لنا you will have to use the absolute reference. The absolute reference is a case will appear when you are doing an operation with a column or a range with one cell. If you click here to see the error, where do we have يعني how did we calculate the error? If you double click, he took the value in cell B7 multiplied by cell C3, and here the cell in B8 multiplied by C3. To fix that problem, we're going to delete those errors. Before fill handle the function or the equation, we're going to make the value in C3 a fixed value. How can we make it? By placing S dollar here and make the C cell C3 cell in between $2. يعني actually أنا عند السل اللي هي C3 دي عند اللتر بتاعها هكتبها between $2 كده أنا خليتها fixed cell. enter. هاجي هنا كده واعمل في الهاندل. لو عملت دبل كليك هنا هلاقي ان الفاليو هنا جت من سيل B9 مع سيل C3. تمام. نفس الحكاية هنعمل نفس الكيس يعني بتاعت الابسولوت ريفرنس. هنيجي هنا نعمل equal البرايس multiplied by المرة دي 25 enter. before في الهاندل الإي column هحطه ما بين $2. اوكي and enter. بعد كده هعمل الفيل هاندل دلوقتي. هو قايل لي ان subtract the discount to the mobile price, so equal the price minus the discount to know the new price. Here we're having a usual equation which could be fill handled. Do the same for the new staff price. Calculate the total, max, mini and average. Task 3, counts. As we said in class, we're having like 3 types of count. Count A, count F. Count will be used if we are counting a range like the one we're having here with numbers. Count only for counting numbers. Count A will count any value. Actually, count A is an abbreviation for count all. So you can count text, you can count numbers, you can count symbols, you can count dates. All of those values could be counted by count A. Count F will be used if we are counting according to a criteria. For example, I need to know how many males do we have in the class, how many students from year 12, how many students in 11B purple, and so on. So here in counts, I'm going to insert count A as counting how many runners do we have. and runners names are text, so it should be counted by count A. Select the range you need to count, click OK. Now I need to know how many males do we have here, so insert function. This time I'm going to search for count F. Go and make sure that you selected count F, not count Fs, as both of them have different functions. So count F and select the gender. For the criteria you can type male, but make sure that the spelling should be correct, or select from the range male, any cell with the word male. Okay, the same for female, count F, the range will be the gender. I'm selecting the gender, I'm selecting الرينج ده اللي انا هرجع اختار منه الكريتيريا. يعني الرينج بتاعي دايما بيبقى حاجة جواها كريتيريا انا عايزة اعدها. اوكي، فهنا انا اخترت الجندر علشان الكريتيريا بتاعتي هتبقى female and so on. هنعمل عادي year 12 و year 11 هيتعاملوا من هنا. we can do them عادي. count F، اختاري الير، وعند criteria هنسلكت 12 even، يعني مكتوب هنا year 12. okay. As for the criteria year less than or equals 10, so insert count F، هختار الرينج عادي جدا، هاجي عند الكريتيريا هكتبها بإيدي less than or equal 10 sub. okay. From counts، يعني from اللي هو الكولوم بتاع from، هعمل منه select ل 11 purple و 10 red and so on. هعمل counting يعني للrunners، they are from the class 11 B purple 10 B red and so on. الcounts هنا هتتعامل من التيبل بتاع البارتي shopping. You're gonna count all shopping items. That will be done by count A. okay. Then you're going to select all the names, and here we have the total. Then you're going to select or count the shopping, how many times يعني did we shop from Carrefour, Lulu Market and so on. This is for count A, count F. Last task will be sum F. Sum F will be getting the total of a certain range according to a criteria. The syntax of sum F will be a range. okay. For example أنا عايزة أعرف ال total sales of Sunny. okay. actually it's here، يعني هو ده الريكوست اللي هنا. انا عايزه اعرف التوتال سيلز بتاعه صني، فلو انا عايزه اعمل ده for example انا المفروض اعمل counting for 23 and 54. اوكي، بس هما مش تحت بعض على طول، فاللي انا هعمله ان انا هروح على صني و I'm going to insert يعني we're going to place the mouse in cell I5, then insert function sum F. The range will be the brand where I'm going to select my criteria in the second step, which is Sunny. The sum range will be the sales. okay. As for Samsung يبقى أنا عايزة أجمع range، بس هجمع حاجات معينة جوه الرينج ده. عايزة أجيب التوتال بتاع سامسونج، total sales of Samsung. so insert function sum F. this is the range for the criteria. make it Samsung the range will be sales. 40 apple, sum F, criteria, apple and some range. Okay, here for the year of release, this one for 2012, sum F. The range will be the year of release and the criteria will be 2012. The sum range will be the sales here. Okay, you need to work out the total sales by multiplying the price by the sales equal the price multiplied by the sold units and fill handle. Out of the column here you're going to calculate the total sales of Sony referring to F column, the column here, and the year of release, the total referring to the total price. It's too easy to calculate the sum of the total price using the sum function, and the highest maximum, make sure to select only the range here. Thank you so much. Make sure to submit the homework on time. Thank you.